Hey guys! Are you feeling this gorgeous 14-inch lace wig or not? She comes from the brand Divaswigs. Her name is Barbara, and today we're going to be slaying her from start to finish. So let's get started. First of all, this is her packaging, the signature white box with gold detail. They included a pink dust bag that came with all your essentials: a brush, wig caps, wig grips, and of course this is the wig itself. Now they have some new technology called Kamo knots. Everything about this one is linked in the description bar for you guys to check out. And they also included the adjustable elastic band, which if you don't like it, you have the option to take it out. Now normally when you start your wig, you would go ahead and tweeze out the hairline, pre-pluck it, pluck it, however you want to say it. This wig did come pre-plucked, and I know a lot of times when you tweeze your hairline out, you like to get the hair or the hairline wet. Well, I have done something a little bit different lately where I go ahead and press out the hairline. That way I don't have to wet it, and that way I can see exactly what I'm doing. I can cancel out a lot of the frizz and flyaways, make everything lay flat, neat, and like true to exactly what it is, so that I'm able to see exactly what I'm tweezing. In this case, I was able to realize that I really did not need to pluck it much more than what it was. So we're just going to pretty much continue with the install, and we're not going to tweeze anything out today. And if you've seen the intro, you guys know it's slayed. You definitely do not need to tweeze anything at all. So here we're going ahead and customizing the wig to fit our hairline. So a lot of times the wig that you receive does not fit around your ear as perfect as it should. So you should always go ahead and just cut literally to make the wig fit literally around your ear so that it sits or cuffs your ear perfectly. And this is going to make for the perfect fit. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and spray down our adhesive, let that dry. And then we're going to go ahead and apply our lace. So this time around, I went ahead and sprayed the adhesive also on the wig cap that I had beneath. This way it'll kind of stay in place and won't move as well. This is something that definitely helps. As I said before, a lot of times you wear a wig cap and once you apply your wig, it'll slide all the way back. And we don't want that, so we went ahead and kind of bonded it down at the same time. Now what you find when you're installing a wig and you want it to be perfect is you kind of go back and repeat some of the same steps. I've already customized this wig around my ear, but once I bonded it down, there was a little bit of extra lace that I felt like needed to be removed, and so I went ahead and removed it. You know, you just play with the hair. Maybe you press it one time and you go back and press it again. It's okay to be repetitive in your steps, as long as you feel comfortable with what you're doing and it's making an improvement in the overall look of your install. Now the sideburns are pretty much the most tricky part of an install. You guys see mine are pretty thick. You guys have seen in the past that I love to trim mine down, but lately I do wear my hair, my natural hair, out on a daily basis. So I pretty much need my sideburns now, whereas when I used to shave out my sideburns, I would go like weeks and months even without you know, wearing my natural hair out. So it really didn't make a difference. Even if I wanted to trim my sideburns down today, they literally would be back in a week or less. So it really isn't a big deal to me. But if you have thick eyebrows or sideburns like I do, go ahead and just slick them down with an edge control or a gel so that they kind of blend in a little bit better. I skipped that step this time and it definitely made a difference. So as far as the specs on this wig, it is 150% density. It's a nice natural black, and as you guys can see, it looks vibrant black in this video. Absolutely love how rich and healthy the hair looks. As of now, I'm just taking a little bit of foam lotion to kind of lay down the hairline all the way through, and also going ahead and swooping that baby hair. You guys did see me trim it. I did not tweeze anything out, as I said before, and you guys see when I swoop the baby hair, you kind of see that I did not need to. A lot of times we tweeze out the hairline, not even realizing that we did not need to touch it at all, and we accidentally bald it because we did trim it or pluck it a little bit too soon and not even, you know, really understanding what we had already there for us. Another great aspect of this wig is it does have 6 inches in parting space. They did sit over a medium brown cap. The cap size is petite, which fits amazing. This is 100% Indian virgin hair, and as you guys can see, it has a nice luster. I have added no product to the length of the hair. All I've added was the foam lotion around the front. But now we're going to add our wax, and the wax is going to pretty much make the crown of the head lay super flat It's going to add a little bit of sheen, which we really didn't need, but you know, the more the better. And it's going to just slick everything down. So just like your natural hair, you always want to press out your roots and make sure that the top of your head lays super flat and flush. This is going to give you the illusion of it growing out of the scalp if it lays super flat. Now we're going to go ahead and pretty much conceal our knots. Now this one did come with the Kamo knots, as I mentioned before. It's super fun, invisible Swiss lace, and it's pretty much suitable for all skin tones, so it makes it super easy for everyone to be able to wear this wig and pretty much have it blend in with your skin tone. But of course, to set it off and make sure it blends with my skin and my foundation, I went ahead and added a contour shade from this gorgeous palette that I've been using oh so much lately. And you guys can see it kind of lightened up, it kind of made a gradient effect around the entire hairline. I like to do this with powder just to kind of manipulate and make it look like I plucked or tweezed more than I did. You guys see I didn't pluck or tweeze at all. But make sure that you always blend it out with your finger to kind of make sure you get rid of all the excess powder and, you know, just make everything blend nicely. Now using that foam lotion, it will pretty much manipulate the adhesive that you use, especially if you're using something like Got to Be Glued. So I went ahead and added a little bit more of my adhesive on top, and then I went ahead and used a nice silk scarf to tie down the hairline and pretty much let that work to dry down the hairline. This way we're really going to have a melted lace. It's going to really hold on and be super tight because you're giving everything a chance to bond to your hair, or hairline in my case. Now we're going to go ahead and straighten out the hair. So this is a 14-inch wig. I kind of feel like when it's 12 inches, it's a bob. When it's 14 inches, you're going more into the length of like a wrap. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, you get your hair pressed and styled into a wrap. So instead of bumping the ends like your traditional bob, I'm just going to go ahead and go for a more bone straight look, and I'm not going to bump or curl or anything. And I feel like this gave me like a nice edgy sleek look. This is what it looked like when it's, you know, pressed out on both sides. I think we're pretty much ready to go. So I went ahead and took off the scarf, and as you guys can see, it lays super flat. If you give it a tug, it's not going to move at all. Everything is amazing, and I'll be able to manipulate and switch up the styling all around for a versatile look. Another important feature is to go ahead and clean up your work. Alcohol is something that should be in your kit. I've said this before, but alcohol is always going to pick up any extra glue, gel, adhesive, better than water, better than soap, because it'll smudge, especially if you have on makeup, whereas this kind of gives you a more flawless finish. Finish it off with a hairspray, and we are good to go.